Brands want to hire more Gen Xers and baby boomers, 59 years old, wanting to know how to do this. They want to hire you guys for several reasons. So if you're a Gen Xer or a baby boomer, pay attention to this. You might want to save this video or send it to somebody you know once I explain this. But brands of all types, like literally all types, want more Gen Xers and boomers in the content that they're running as ads and they're posting on their own social media accounts. This is called UGC. It stands for user generated content. Sorry about all this noise in the background. But user generated content, UGC creators get paid to create content for companies that the companies then just take the content you create for them and send you free products, which is super fun, by the way. You'll create the content about these products or services or the app that is hiring you. You'll send them the content and then they'll take it and use it for their own marketing purposes. So you actually don't need a certain number of followers. If you have like 20 followers right now, you could still be doing this and land paid brand deals. Actually, one of my students who's like decided to learn from me how to do this. Most of my students are Gen Xers and boomers, but one of them I just interviewed in like a week. Oh no, on Friday, literally like 3 or 4 days ago. She is a Gen Xer in her 50s, and she made, in her first 2 months of doing UGC, was brand new to UGC, her first 2 months of doing UGC, she made over $11,000. And then for myself, like I don't just randomly talk about this. I've been doing UGC for 3 years. It replaced my 6-figure job here in the Seattle area within 14 months. And since then, I've taught over 9,700 people how to do this in my Ultimate UGC course. Most of them, like I said, are Gen Xers and boomers, and they're crushing it. I could literally spend this entire video, plus probably all day long, going over so many of my students' wins and just like success and the UGC deals they're landing. But I'll just like explain more in this video about what UGC was. If you want to see all those like student results and like video testimonials, you can click the Stand Store link in my profile where you go to sign up or at least read information about my Ultimate UGC course. I have like 6 or something different video testimonials from some of my really sweet students, interview clips, and then screenshots of the kind of UGC deals they're landing. So feel free to check that out. But UGC could literally be a new chapter in your life, or if you've ever wanted to be a content creator, or you've like felt like you're too old, or you kind of missed the boat, or it's just it's not something, like you're not somebody that brands want to work with and like have, you know, represent their brand or you know, be in their content that they're posting on the brand social media account, running as their own ads, you're wrong. Like you can totally do this, and it's been proven time and time again. I also have dozens and dozens, probably hundreds at this point, videos talking about this exact same thing. Feel free to follow me and watch those if it sounds at all interesting to you. But UGC is a very, very real thing. There's lots of money to be made, but it's not a get rich quick thing. It's not like it's not an overnight thing. Usually for most people, there's work involved. You have to learn how to do this. But if you're a lifelong learner, like so many of my students are, or you just want to learn something new and you want to make extra money because you either want to or you need to, UGC is very, very much a really great route to take. And if this sounds at all interesting to you, obviously I teach this, but I have a free resource if you want to grab it. If you like PDFs and like you're kind of like a visual learner and you like to go through like different, like it's a checklist basically is what I'm saying. It's a PDF that you can kind of visualize all of this, but I'll go through how to get started, explain a little bit more about what UGC actually is and what you're going to be doing so you really understand it. And then I also have, especially for visual learners, you can watch a 15-minute video lesson I have in that free checklist that goes over how to email these companies, because email is a really, really important thing to know, and how to connect with these companies, how to reach out to them, how to communicate with them. So I teach you that, plus a couple of other extra things in there. But it's really, really helpful. Over 63,000 people have downloaded this free checklist. So if you want it, it is yours. If you pause this video, save it here in the right-hand corner just so you don't lose it. Hate when that happens to me. And then go to my profile and click my Stand Store link. It'll be the second option that you see. If you're watching this on Instagram, you can totally comment checklist and I will DM it to you. But if you're on TikTok, then feel free to click the link in my profile. Also, by the way, can you let me know how old you are? This person kindly did this, 59 years old. If you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, actually, even 70s, one of my students, who is 74 years old, a male UGC creator, 74 years old, learned from me in my course and has done almost 100 UGC videos. Insane. So crazy. It's so, so cool. But if you are comfortable with it, type your current age in the comments, just so I make sure the people watching this are actually not a bunch of like 20 or 30 something year olds. So that would be great. Your current age in the comments would be amazing. Okay, so why do brands want to work with more Gen Xers, baby boomers, to do content for them? There's so many reasons, but Gen Xers specifically hold the largest purchasing power, which means when brands advertise to you guys, the Gen Xers, like baby boomers, close second, but they kind of bank on the fact that you have money in the bank to spend on their products or services or apps or whatever it is they're selling, whatever their company is. They are catching on also that, you know, when, like, say that you're 55 years old, right? And you're scrolling on Facebook and every other post is an ad, right? Like you're inundated with ads all day long. So if you're on Facebook and you just see all these ads every other post, and it's like a 20-something-year-old talking about some skincare routine or something, you as a 55-year-old are not going to at all relate to that 20-something-year-old because you're in two different phases of your life. Like, you're just going to be like, this is weird, and you're not even going to think about it. You're just going to keep scrolling. That company is losing out on money because they're advertising to the wrong people. So maybe like a lot of companies right now that are doing this, they're catching on that they need fellow Gen Xers, fellow 50-something-year-olds to be in these videos that they're running as ads, so that you, as a 55-year-old in this scenario, can relate to that person, will think it's for you because it's someone that looks like you, is in the same stage of life, right? So hopefully that makes sense, but that's always like what I like to explain it as, just because you are probably on Facebook maybe once a day, maybe several times a day, seeing all these ads. And now you're going to hopefully start paying attention to the ads that you see. And if you do see an ad that has somebody around your same age talking about a product or service or whatever, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's a UGC creator. And then hopefully after that, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I could totally do this. And then you're going to want to start. And I hope you do. I really, really hope you do. There has been so many people that obviously the people that I keep up with are the people that decide to learn from me and be part of my community and stuff. And so I have seen, I can't even count, but so many people, they're in my world and in my course and everything, are like starting, like UGC has become this new chapter in their life, and a lot of people are obviously making really good money. Like my student Bianca, who made over $11,000 her first 2 months. Like I have another student, Cheryl, 61, did not know what UGC was like a year ago, joined my course. She makes consistently about $5,000 a month, but last month in July she made $7,000 at 61 years old. Like just having fun with it and using their ages as their superpower. It's just been so cool. So whether you do need more money, whether you need a side hustle, or maybe you're an empty nester and you have more time on your hands, maybe you're a big consumer and you like getting free products and you like testing out new things and having fun with it. UGC can be whatever you make it. My mom is 64 years old and she also does UGC. We've done 3 UGC deals together. Hopefully, I think more in the future we're going to be doing together, but she's done her own UGC deal. She has her own UGC portfolio and she does it very part-time whenever she's able to. She still works as a nurse part-time, has 16 grandkids, like busy at our house all the time. Like there's UGC can be whatever you want it to be. And I think that's also a really great thing. So also, you guys are more professional than a lot of these 20, and like I'm 34, right? I'm a millennial, so you're probably more professional than me. But brands love that. Like brands love working with professional people that email on time, send content on time, and are responsive, right? So you guys are really good at that naturally, I have found. And then you also make up a really big chunk of the population, and brands love working with you guys. You come with a ton of life experience. It's crazy. There's so many great things about being Gen Xer or baby boomer, and all these things add up to say you're perfect for UGC and content creation. So I hope you get started. Tell me your current age in the comments if you haven't already. Send this to somebody you know that you think would be so good at this, even if it's not you. Send it to somebody you know who's a Gen X or a boomer, and grab my free checklist if you want it. Yes, good luck.